to do something, and I didn't want any interference. I just lied to my mother. I told her I was staying overnight at my high school to like study because finals were coming up. But I was not. And then I just drove an hour east, stayed for the whole thing till like I think it was 1 a.m. that the night ended. Yeah, 1 a.m. Stayed till 1 a.m.
It's early for a goth night.
That's how goth nights are in Massachusetts. They end at 1 or 2.
Pretty lame.
Because of the blue laws.
Like, the blue laws.
Yeah.
It's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
It's a little sketchy.
It is. Yeah. But it wasn't bad. It was, it's a wildlife preserve. It was better than a different plan that I had that happened later, a year later, where I slept in the mall parking lot.
A little sus.
Yeah, that was
burdock,
real sus.
Greater Celandine, chickweed. I think that's actually, that one might not be chickweed. Actually, I have no fucking idea what this one is, but it's something. And then this one is called Dame's Rocket. And then this one is Herb Robert, which is it's a geranium, not to be confused with the wild geranium or the cranebill geranium. And then this one right behind me, I think this one's the chickweed.
Yeah. First of all, it was like goth drag night as well, so it was like
skipping your prom to go to a cross-dress goth night.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It's fucking lit.
It was great. It was great, and I was so glad.
This is the other geranium.
I wore like
and that's mandrake.
This blood red shirt and skirt combo with like my black corset at the time.
It's hot.
Yeah, and my hair was red, so
it's even hotter.
Yeah, it was great. It was a good look. And I didn't talk to anyone. I was so scared.
I would have been so terrified to show up to somewhere that, like, literally for the first time, having no clue whatsoever. Ooh, is this yellow sweet clover? This is yellow sweet clover, I think.
Ooh.
I think. I actually am going to stop recording and look it up.
Like, not just
yellow
drag,
rocket crest.
Goth drag, okay.
Goth drag.
Yeah.
More Dame's Rocket.
So
yellow rocket crest, huh? Never heard of it.
So yeah, and I just kind of danced and vibed, and like it was like dancing I hadn't, seen anywhere before.
It's true. It is kind of its own intricate thing.
Yeah, and it's like goth dancing. It's not like industrial dancing. Goth dancing is very like interpretive dance.
Do the dance. Do the dance. That is pretty good.
Yeah, you're like, I'm a spider and I'm crafting my web. That's how you dance to goth music.
False Solomon's seal. You could tell because it doesn't have the hangy ball things. It's only got the weird, like, that thing. But the plant itself looks like Solomon's seal. I don't know what that white one was. This one. I don't know what this is. That's a new one for me.
But yeah, so I did that.
A mayapple.
And I was so glad that I got
Some mandrake.
And I was like, and then my first thought, like after I had gotten back from it was, first of all, I'm glad I was like okay on the road, because like this was just like a shot in the dark. I had never traveled this road before. It's like a sketchy road. It's from Western Mass, like. It's a
more yellow rocket crest.
It's a scenic byway that is like.
You're kind of a scenic byway yourself,
Yeah. Kind of am, yeah.
I'm glad you made it safe. It sounds like a really good time.
Yeah.
I got to give my intro. Warning: the following program is recorded live and is not intended for children. This program may at any time contain graphic and disturbing content that may be distressing for some viewers and against the terms of service for most mainstream websites. The themes and opinions expressed in this program should be considered an active disinformation campaign and should be considered psychotic and not used for political or academic purposes. Should you choose to redistribute this broadcast, please do so only in good faith. Thank you again for respecting our privacy. Welcome back to Rainbows and Razor Blades, a show from the void. By the Gregorian calendar, it is currently the 23rd day? It's the 23rd day in the 5th month, the month of May, in the year of the Lord, 2022. We come live today, again, from Hollyhock Hollows Bird Preserve in Selkirk, New York. The last time we were here, we did a flowers episode, and we were here on the 5th day of the 5th month. So it's been, I don't know, like 2 weeks after that, and there's a whole bunch of new flowers. So thank you for joining. We'll be back when there's more things to film. How'd she find you when you were 17?
I was at Pride. I was at
Oh, that
Northampton
makes
Pride.
so much sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hand you a flyer too.
Yeah, and I looked all goth and shit. And I was
There's
with my
more of the
friends
mystery
who
flower.
Clearly,
We've used Google Lens. It might be called anise root. It's spelled N-E... sorry, it's spelled A-N-E-S... What the fuck was it?
A-N-I...
It's some bullshit.
A-N-I-S-E.
Yeah, root. Anise.
A-N-I-S-E root.
So we've identified it as that. But I've never heard of it. I've never seen it before. So many new flowers this year. And then that one is more Dame's Rocket. I like Dame's Rocket a lot.
Oh, no.
This is the beginnings of wild grape. And you can tell because, well, it's kind of a vine. You can see it follows out this way. And then it grows these little things. Not to be confused with the other vine of Oriental Bittersweet. This one is wild grape and it's native. And it will not outgrow canopies. It can shade out other plants. But it doesn't, like, you know, maliciously outgrow to destroy everything. Like, that isn't part of its strategy. So it's kind of symbiotic with some of the stuff, or at least, like, non-intrusive. So I like wild grape a lot. Are there turtles? No, there's no turtles. There was turtles out there last time. You a guess. You probably won't recognize it, actually. It's tough without the flower.
I don't recognize it.
I'll give you a hint. Red flower.
Oh, red columbine?
You got it.
Yeah.
So that's red columbine, and then this one, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. This is more golden Alexander. We saw this last time here, but it was less bloomed. Oh, look, a small caterpillar. If it'll focus. I don't know how to identify caterpillars, but it's a caterpillar. It's Virginia creeper. It's my favorite plant. Ah! Holy crap. So Virginia creeper's growing here. My favorite plant. And then probably more false Solomon seal, but it could be real Solomon seal. I don't know how to tell the difference. Yeah, right here. I feel bad for it because it's only gonna find the river. Maybe I should help it out. Here, little guy, I'll save you. Come on to my hands. Come on, come on. Yep, onto my hand. Come on. Trust me, dude. It's a good idea. Come on. All right, all right. Where did he come from? All the way over here, probably. All right, time to put you somewhere. Over this way, maybe? I think it went in the water. I may have doomed it. Oh well. I think it made it. I'll pretend like it made it. I don't know. It's hard to say. I threw it definitely with enough velocity, but I think it clung to me a little.
Yeah.
I think it did make it though, but it also may have made it in the water.
Yeah.
Oops. Alright, throw it. That's pretty good. Here, hold, you thumb.
I was trying to see if I could skip it.
Yeah, it's an awkward though.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, little beetle.
Aw.
Falling. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks. Music.
Yeah.
Hot panning action. I like how it goes over the edge here a little bit. Oh, oak leaf.
Sounds good.
Today is a good day so far.
Uh-huh.
It started off a little strange for me,
Yeah.
but overall it's been all right.
Huh.
Long way.
Yeah.
I'll do my best. That jump's looking a little gnarly. That jump's looking even more gnarly. How the fuck did we get over here? Oh boy. Do you want to try to go this way? I'm gonna throw a rock in the water and you can step on the rock and hopefully it doesn't roll. Ah! It rolled! It rolled! Ah! Because I'm trying to get us somewhere like, you know, more easily accessible, safe. And all this is looking sus as fuck. How about this rock? This could work. Yeah, that could work. Ah! Not well. You're gonna go in the water, babe. You're gonna.
It's okay.
Do you want to go barefoot preemptively?
I'll be okay. Seriously, I'll be okay.
You don't want to go barefoot preemptively?
No. No, I do not.
Hell yeah. That was so impressive.
Thank you.
Alright.
No, I never take my shoes off in rivers anymore because,
What if it gets swept away?
well, yeah, that, and also, it's more likely to hurt your feet.
Ah.
Like, I know this because I hiked in rivers today.
That makes a lot of sense. Oh boy. I was expecting it to be dry here.
Oh, well.
We'll make it.
Yeah. It seems to be like,
That rock looks like it's gonna break though. Oh boy. Ah! Look at the mushrooms. Right in front of you.
oh, yeah.
I love the water movement. I love just like movement of water so much. Ugh. Violets. Little violets. More violets. Also some equisetum or something, episetum, some shit. I don't know. Maybe it's not equisetum. I would say. I mean, yeah, you can fuck with that if you want. Is that log stable? I guess so, yeah. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Oh fuck.
I think the best way to do it.
Yeah, definitely. What a little hottie you are when you walk on rocks. Oh, babe, this is a whole different thing.
Oh, is that poison ivy?
No,
Okay.
not poison ivy.
Okay, what is it?
I don't know.
But I think it's a tree.
I think so too, yeah. I think it's a chestnut tree or something, I don't know. Maybe not chestnut. Beech tree, maybe. The leaf looks like beech tree to me. Because it's got the little tooths, you know? I have no fucking idea, though. It's not poison ivy. This is a very interesting episode, huh? At least we get to watch the little Shinigami. Hi. You're in this episode more than me. Welcome back to the little Shinigami show. Are you gonna go? I'll meet you on the other side. Yeah, it's doable. I'm Peter Parker in this bitch. Hi.
Hi.
What a great shot.
Yeah.
Will you record me while I go to the other side?
Yeah.
Thanks. It's one of my favorite things is running from rock to rock.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I don't botch it. I made it. Thanks.
Yeah. All right.
Recording? I love that.
Mm-hmm.
What a great show it was.
Mm-hmm.
That Google Lens always gets it wrong, or that this is false Solomon seal. I had to double check because I've been saying that that's what it is, and I wanted to just make darn certain. But I think that it is. So this is more false Solomon seal. And I don't really know a lot about this plant, honestly, but I like the way that it looks. Honestly, I don't know really a lot about any plants. This is Trifolium pratense, the red clover. And this is a mighty fucking clover. I mean, this is just something else, dude. This is a really incredible clover. I have not seen clover like this in a long time. Like, look at this. Look at this.
Wow.
This is just ridiculous. I have this tattooed on my leg and it's smaller than that.
Wow.
I mean, it's actually a lot smaller, but I mean, this is just incredible. Oh, and then growing inside of it's a wood sorrel. That's adorable. Let's go wood sorrel. Wait, is that wood sorrel? Wait, that is not wood sorrel. That's... It has the word black in it. Shit. Basking Shinigami.
I can only be a lizard at like this temperature or colder, but yes I am. Because when it gets too hot, I have to hide my shit.
Got it, it's geranium.
Yeah.
Geranium, and then next to it is Virginia creeper, and then next to it is Trifolium pratense, the red clover. Kind of cool. Oh, and then some red columbine, and some wild grape. And some dandelion. That's kind of an obvious one though. Then some false Solomon seal, and some multifloral rose, and more black medic, and then right here, kind of hiding, is some strawberry actually. Oh, and then some like I forget, juniper. Nah, that's probably wrong. Something like that. I don't know those types of plants a lot. Ground ivy is here. Spooky. More Dames rocket too. I just stopped recording and we found, I think this is morning glory, but I could be wrong actually. Now I'm doubting myself, but I think it is because it's a vine. I think that's morning glory. Watch out for the rose. Oh, more anise root. We had just learned this today. I think we're saying it right. A-N-I-S-E. What's up, Mandrake? Nope, no map. Is the turkey tail mushroom, or maybe the false turkey tail mushroom. It's hard to tell. Let me break one off. This is the actual turkey tail mushroom, but it's very far decayed, and you can tell because it's a sporangial, I think is the word. You see how it's got these spores on the bottom? The other one that doesn't, this is Trametes versicolor, the turkey tail, and the other one that doesn't is a crust fungus. And the crust fungus has, you could just kind of see through it. It doesn't actually have spores. It's kind of just like, it grows and looks like this, but instead of having spores, it just doesn't and kind of is see-through. And that one is some other bullshit. You walked into it.
Spiderweb?
No. Careful.
Caterpillar?
Caterpillar.
Aww.
You get to name it.
Geralt.
That's a good name. Bye, Geralt. Get off. Bye.
Aww.
Yeah, and you know, and it could have been Hurricane Irene, but I don't think so. I don't think that's what did it. But definitely not a beaver dam.
Yeah.
I would love to see like a prehistoric beaver.
Yeah, it was
the ones that could like
what
drag
freaking
these.
beaver did this?
Right. It would have to be the cryptid beaver from Inley Pond.
Yeah.
The giant beaver. Whoop.
That would be a hilarious lie to start telling people.
Yeah, we should start telling people that we both saw it.
Yes.
Like, you don't even know, like, we first thought it was a bear, and like for a long time, even after we knew it was a beaver, we still were like in disbelief, so we just kept being like, is that a bear? But both of our phones were dead, so like we couldn't film it, but I swear. It was like right there, like big tail, the cryptid beaver. Beaver was a psyop created not by the CIA, but by the media gestalt that controls the music industry at large, capitalizing on the women's inability to reconcile the gender discrepancy, having themselves been demoralized between sexual abuse and sexual interest, but also the moral gaslighting that the Christians do to each other to sex shame each other, because it was marketed and predicated upon the same way that Backstreet Boys were. But instead of selling it to like the 14 to 17-year-old crowd, they sold it to the 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
They sold it to the fucking 6-year-olds, and then as it evolved, were able to sell it to their younger siblings, and it capitalized on the fact that the fathers didn't know what was happening, and the mothers didn't realize how problematic it was. And it was also just Disney tasteful enough that they could get away with like marketing it in the same way that was sexuality, but without it being like overtly. Okay, I just realized this, but babe, look above your head. Do you see these like trees? It's not a very good conspiracy theory, by the way. But like right above your head, you see this tree? Yeah. Look where this tree fucking starts.
Whoa. Oh, wow.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
wow.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's wild.
That's so ridiculous. Like I was just like looking like right here in front of my face.
Wow.
And that fucking is over here.
Yep.
That's wild.
Yeah.
All the other trees are normies. This is a queer fucking tree. Mm-hmm. Thanks for hanging out, this queer tree. I don't actually think Justin Bieber was that problematic.
Me neither. He was plucked from YouTube, actually.
It was a YouTube thing.
Yes, he was like a YouTuber, but he wasn't like a YouTuber.
There was no YouTube back then.
Yeah, well, he wasn't like a YouTuber as we know them now, but like he was like 12 years old, playing shit on his guitar and stuff.
That's kind of
uploading it to YouTube. Is how I remember it. So like he was like 12 years old, but he could sing like really, really well. So like he had a single released when he was 13.
Baby, oh.
Yeah.
Baby, no.
So he was 13. So like all the 9-year-old girls in my 4th grade class were just like, oh my god, Justin, he's so hot. I could totally be with him. He's only like 13, 14. It wouldn't be that bad of an age gap. That's how those conversations always were, by the way. No. Always 100%. It was to be like, oh, he's 17 and I'm 9. That's not even that bad. My other crush, my other MCM is
What's
like...
What's MCM stand for?
Man Crush Monday. That's what it was. Man Crush Monday.
Who the fuck came up with this?
It was...
I mean, like, girls, obviously.
It was bad girl... It was, like, bad, like, girly girl Instagram culture is what it was. And it existed, like, only between, like, the 9 and 13-year-olds between, like, when Instagram became an app and, like, till I was 14. Like, my middle school years is what that was.
It's interesting, the female equivalent Britney Spears was also marketed to females.
Yes.
Like boys, you couldn't market younger girls to boys, and you definitely couldn't get away with marketing younger girls to men, and they weren't really into it. Like, full-grown men, for the most part, didn't really fetishize Britney Spears. I'm sure some did, but it wasn't like a fandom base of, like, screaming men jumping up and down for Britney Spears. Whereas both Britney Spears and Justin Bieber, both genders.
The thing is that everyone wants to be Britney Spears, and then everyone wants to fuck Justin Bieber. That's the paradigm.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Actually, I wanted to also be Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Why was I not Britney Spears?
You know, yeah.
I used to dance to Britney Spears.
Me too.
I would. Oh, I'm so sorry, little caterpillar.
Aww.
I think I killed it.
Aww.
No, he's alive.
Aww.
Go over that way. I like that you can just throw them, because like, they actually really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I pinched him a little too hard, he probably will die.
Yeah.
I just didn't realize it was a bug. I just like, I gotta go film the right color line.
But yeah, that's usually how it is for like female stars that are popular with young girls. Is like
they want to be them.
Yeah. That's how it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. It won't focus. Focus. Ugh. This is the red columbine. We filmed this last time we were here. There's more over here.
And then occasionally there are
this one fell.
There are like female singers that speak to young girls that are like, I don't know.
I just want to tell you, you can
Taylor
do it.
Swift.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
You guys can do it. Everyone's gonna be okay. We're all in this together.
one of her more popular early songs when I was a kid was this one called Mean, where it was basically about like high school bullies and haters hating on her.
I think Taylor Swift was popular even when I was in high school, but I could be remembering.
Probably, because her first album was like 2005.
Oh,
so,
yeah, she definitely was. She was peak, actually.
Yes.
Because I definitely remember Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So, like, that was like, my boyfriend's me, and I need to cry to something. That
Paramore was
just
peak.
relates.
My generation peaked with Paramore.
Yes.
Even the boys, they couldn't deny that Paramore was lit, and they wanted the haters so bad. They did. They were like, oh, I listen to fucking grunge metal and Slipknot. I listen to fucking Disturbed. And I was like, you guys are all your music's so shitty.
Yeah.
Like, I'm over here listening to like a couple of those shitty, like, you know, post-hardcore, kind of metal-y bands.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like every guy listened to like the same exact things on their iPod, and then they would ask me to look at my iPod, and by 10th grade they were just like, what the fuck? One person ever was like, you hang out with Chris, don't you? And I was like, only on the internet. I was like, don't tell people, only on the internet. And Chris was like this kid who went by Tay Sunday he was not Tay Sunday, to be clear. Tay Sunday's Chocolate Rain, some say dry, and that's his like name.
Okay.
So he would go by that name on Spotify. And he had the best taste in music of anybody I'd ever met, and still probably to this day understands music better than anyone I've ever met. And I hope he hasn't killed himself. I don't know if he's happy, but I know that he was very unhappy when I knew him.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that guy. He was a weird dude. But he hooked me up with a shit ton of weird music. And then I just kept stretching out and out and out and out and more. You know who I know that listens to probably the most music is probably it has to be viewed as a combination of.
Yes.
Like, they listen to just so
that
much
makes a
music.
lot of sense. That's always the impression I've gotten from them, yeah.
Asha's got like 40 songs that they play through, and I hate 95% of them. I'm like, ugh. It's like, I look at like the playlists, and it's just like Strangers is on there 4 times. I'm like,
yes,
bro,
they're obsessed with Strangers.
I don't understand the obsession. I'm not criticizing.
They came to Fuse one year
Did
as
they?
a live act. And
that probably has something had to do with it.
Since.
Yeah. That probably.
I was not there because I hadn't known about Fuse yet, but I think. Oh, it's you. Hi.
So things were going great. They're still going great. But then this happened. Then that's where we get DMCA'd for cutting to the dum bum bum bum. We get DMCA'd for that. Yeah. This is called Ragged Robin.
Ragged Robin.
Isn't that kind of cool?
Interesting.
I don't really know what the part about Robin is about. Maybe it was a person named Robin. Maybe it was about the bird. But yeah, this plant's called Ragged Robin. It's a little invasive. It's not native, I don't think. I'm going to look it up and get the proper name for it to get a screenshot.
Dynamic when like...
Three families going to a camp?
Yes, as a party, as a group.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you see like the parent-child
Yes.
relationships with other people that you're stuck with no one else to buffer.
I'll tell you a story.
Oh boy.
I don't actually know how old I was. I'm guessing maybe 10 years old. I was real young. And I watched my friend's... Well, I mean, I guess she was also my friend, but she was too young to be my friend. She was maybe like 6, maybe 7 years old. And her older sister was like 11, 10, my age. And I watched the dad, and I didn't even really think it was sus, and I still to this day actually don't think it was sus, pick this girl up and tip her like 90 degrees so that she could pee. And like, I don't really think that it was, I actually really don't think it was sus. It's just I had never seen anything like that, even similar. And I was just baffled by it. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That memory stuck with me for a very long time. As like part of the like question mark. There was this other time where they separated the girls and the boys in Hebrew school, and they sent me because I wouldn't change. I fucking would not change. I would not take my clothes off. This is kindergarten. And I wouldn't do it. I fucking would not do it. So they're like, well, why don't you go see if the girls are ready? So I was like, okay, that seems like exactly what I wanted someone to say. So I went and I, knocked on the door. They opened the door. What are you doing here? I'm like, I don't know. They sent me to go see. What do you think? I just showed up here at random? So I was like, they sent me to see if the girls are ready. The girls were not ready. One of them was standing like this, And she was like doing like a superhero pose. And they were having so much fun just running around being naked little girls together. And yeah, the boys didn't fucking have fun. They all hated each other, and there was just like violence and just stupid angst boy shit. The girls were like acting and playing. And I saw that and I was like, what the hell? Why am I not in this room? And I didn't even feel that as like, wait, where's my vagina? I felt that spiritually as like, I just was in the wrong room and did not want to get sent back to it.
Yeah.
It broke me. That single moment was where I think I first noticed a gender discrepancy, but it didn't take me until I actually had started transition to recognize that that's what that was.
Wow.
Yeah, it hurt.
Yeah.
What's up with this house?
Huh. It's a whole ass house.
Yeah, they now know my classified information. Wait, is it not? Oh, I thought it was a bug. I thought it was a caterpillar. Look at all this. This is all Dame's rocket. This is the same white path that we walked and filmed last time. That's crazy. It's so much more green. This is gonna go where the stone fence is. Oh, this one's geranium. This is like, it's like hiding. That one is secretly a geranium. It's me IRL, secretly a geranium. Like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, so like I know. Fleabane. It's exactly what nature's supposed to be doing, exactly as it's supposed to be doing it, and I did not get to experience that. So I have fun playing with your nature. The core of it. The core of your nature. A lot of fun. This is all Oriental bittersweet. We were doing all this stuff. And then we were doing downward dog. And then I was doing the seal pose and I'm calling it downward dog. And then they showed me downward dog. So I did actual downward dog. And I found a 4-leaf clover when I was doing downward dog. And then right next to it's another 4-leaf clover. It's probably actually the same 4-leaf clover. There'll probably be another expression of it somewhere. But maybe not. But yeah, so that's the story.
And there's this little bug right here.
What's he doing?
He has 6 legs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Look.
can film him.
Oh, he hopped.
Where'd he go?
Right there, under this leaf.
I won't bug him.
Yeah.
The audience doesn't need to see it. They can see this inchworm instead.
I wish I had
this
a
one
machine
too.
like in the movies where I
is it
could
doing?
shrink myself to be the same height as the leaves and walk through them.
Honey, I shrunk the Shinigami.
Yes! But that would be so cool just to see things from that perspective.
I think so too. That's one of the reasons I love filming and editing.
At different places in town.
Oh, I would
That's what I've
love
done.
to do that, and I don't care how much we have to spend on it because I can do every single one as a video on YouTube,
Yeah.
and people will mistake my channel for a restaurant review and travel vlog,
Yeah.
and it won't be. And they'll be mortified when I start talking about gender, queer stuff, trans stuff, right-wing politics nonsense,
Yeah.
anti nonsense. This is burdock.
Ooh.
Do you know the yellow one?
Buttercup?
One more guess. I'll give you
I
a hint.
can't-
I'll give you a hint. I taught it to you that day that we were behind my house. It starts with a G.
It looks like a geranium. A type of
It's
geranium.
not a type of geranium. It's greater
Greater something. I can't.
celandine.
It's greater celandine.
Greater celandine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then that's more Dane's rocket.
Uh-huh. To a flower that was described in a book that I read.
It's fleabane. And this is buttercup. And we're going to go smell the Dame's rocket because I've been told by the Shinigami that it is, in fact, a smelly flower. So here you can film me smelling. This is content. Oh, there's an ant. Okay, well, I'll smell this one. Oh, you're right. It's floral.
Yeah.
It's got that I'm allergic smell to it, but it smells good.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? The pollen of a butterfly bush.
Ooh.
It smells kind of like that. It's the most invasive plant.
Smell. I love that smell so much. And I took the whole bouquet of it from my mom.
That's cute.
Yeah.
It knocked over a bench. A sumac tree, maybe. Oh, that might be a tree of heaven. I can't tell the difference. I don't know how to tell the difference. Let me see. Okay, it's a sumac tree. It's confirmed sumac because it's got that hair on it. I mean, unless if tree of heaven also has the hair and I just don't know about it. There's all these little caterpillars. I wonder what they turn into.
Planted looking flower. It's still beautiful.
And it's so heavily clustered here.
Yeah.
But this is like the nicest flower arrangement that I've seen. I always forget what these stupid things are called. I always think they're called like hostas, but they also could be called like something else.
I think those are hostas, actually.
I always mix hostas up with like a bunch of other crap. This is such a nice flower arrangement. These look very similar to columbine. I will put on the screen what these are. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
More celandine. And much more Dame's rocket. We saw briefly, or at least I thought I saw, a hummingbird. So we're going to kind of lurk about here for a little. See if I can get a shot of the hummingbird. Oh, I wasn't even recording that whole time? That's fucked up. Or maybe I wasn't, I'll just have double, I don't really care. But these are something, I don't know what these are. I thought they were creeping purple bellflower, but I definitely got a closer look, they're not. It's got too many, it's too big, it's not creeping purple bellflower.
Nice, mild smell. This flower.
Ugh, I don't like it.
Oh, no?
Nah, I don't like it. Google Lens says this is Spanish bluebell. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know what else I would name it. I should have taken a guess. That's why I like guessing at names. Because it's just like, you could just give it a ridiculous name. I don't see a hummingbird. I was hoping to. But I hear a car, so I'm not crossing. Do you also hear it?
No.
Yeah, me either, actually. I'm just always worried. Because people go really fast here. And they drive drunk a lot.
Ooh. Ooh, bumblebee. That would be a cool tattoo. A bumblebee pollinating a Dame's rocket, specifically.
I would love to see that on you.
Yeah.
Where would you get it? Like same, like a leg area like I have it?
I think I'd get it on my thigh. Maybe.
Oh, that's cute, yeah.
Yeah. I've fallen out a little bit around the back. But
a little bit.
But that's held up pretty well.
Yeah, yeah. And like the touch up, that's like a second. You've only had one touch up on this?
Yeah.
Or no touch ups on this?
I've had.
Or you had one shading session?
Yes, I had one shading session. The final session was going to be like color.
Yeah. That's going to be cool. Yeah, this is easy touch ups.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's so cool, dude. Actually, I'm kind of proud of myself on this one. This one is yellow sweet clover, and I used Google Lens to try to confirm it, and actually Google Lens disagreed with that and said it was like 3 different other things, but I'm pretty damn certain that this is yellow sweet clover. And I know I had misidentified something earlier that was called like yellow rocket cress as this, but this is actually Militotis official and not some bullshit like that. I'll put it on the screen. I don't know what the heck it is. This thing. I don't know what it is, but I like it. Pretty cool. It's part of this plant right here.
Ooh.
It's not the same as that beech tree, even though it's got kind of spiny. You know, that likes the what's it called? The structure.
Yeah, and I do.
It keeps moving.
And I like having something to do during the day.
How is it moving so much?
I don't know.
That's ridiculous. Well, bye, little guy. Could barely film you.
It's crazy that it keeps moving like that.
Yeah, it really is. What the heck?
I wonder what he's attached to.
Probably like just a tree up there, and I think because it's such a long attachment all the way up there
Uh-huh.
that any little change affects it deeply.
Yeah. You can barely see his silk.
Yeah.
What a long way to fall for such a small thing.
Yeah, they probably start their lives up there, actually.
Yeah.
And then five finger grass. And then over here is fairy bell. It's a little yellow hanging one. We identified that last time when we were in the Berkshires as fairy bell. And then next to it is mayapple, also known as mandrake.
Routine I go through in a day. Sometimes the structure feels restrictive, but I like learning stuff so much that I like working. So.
I have never had a job where I really felt like I was learning anything that I gave a shit about. Like for me, like I don't really like the process of learning. It actually frustrates me. It actually is one of the most frustrating things for me. I'm like, oh, I don't want to learn this, even if I do want to learn it. And that might just be like part of the ADHD. I don't really know, but I know that I get annoyed with it, and I know that like when I've worked at like Eastern Mountain Sports.
Oh, okay.
It was like, what the fuck am I really learning? Like I'm learning like shitty business practices about shitty people doing shitty things to shitty people. People having shitty products, and I'm learning about shitty products that I don't give a fuck about. Like, but it was learning, and I was packing my brain full with it, and I hated it. And I feel like if I had a job where like my brother had a job where he was working at like the nature conservancy place, and like I feel like that was really good for him. I feel like I would want to get a job like that, but I also don't like. It's like I'm very split between like, do I want to go to school for ecology? Do I want to go to school for music and movie production, or do I want to be a therapist? Those seem to be the only viable options for me. At least if I go to college. I don't really know if going to college would be successful for me, or if I should even attempt it.
Yeah.
Or if I should just go buck wild and try to like create it and develop an app like I was memeing about yesterday, and just do some crazy shit like that. I don't know. It remains to be seen.
Yeah.
I like how it's starting to turn into a maple forest a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, it probably actually already is a maple forest. Oh yeah, it is. I was just looking at this pine and assuming it was a pine forest, but
Yeah.
I guess we hadn't gotten to the pine. Okay, purple or green? I've never done purple, but green is definitely going to be quicker.
Alright, let's do green then.
Alright, same. We'll come back, we'll do purple next time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, ow.
You okay?
I stubbed my toe so bad. Oh, that hurt. Glad I don't have sandals on. That's not poison ivy.
But yeah, like I liked that labeling job where I literally just smoothed paper labels onto